So this should be spring. Congratulations, you've completed the story of Hogwarts Legacy and reached the end of your school year. What? There's months to go! With your OWL exams fast approaching, now is a good time to review your field guide progress. Explore the world, finish any remaining relationship storylines and side quests, and complete your field guide as you see fit.
I've thought about what you told me in the Great Hall. I would like to speak with you. Meet me in the Undercroft as soon as you can.
Just the person I was hoping to see.
Poppy.
I see Doran finally convinced you to leave the Snidgets.
If anyone can keep them out of poacher hands, it's the centaurs. And I wanted to thank you. When the poachers ambushed us, it was nice not to face them alone.
Of course. It's the sort of thing friends do for each other, isn't it?
I suppose so. I am glad you came to Hogwarts. It's already been my best year. I wouldn't want a repeat of Hauntel Hall, of course, but I did enjoy the Three Broomsticks. Had no idea how lovely it was there.
Had you never been to the Three Broomsticks?
I used to spend most of my time with Highwing, and well, I don't know how Serona feels about hippogriffs popping in for a butterbeer. Highwing's the only one I would have gone with. Or Gran, of course.
Highwing is nice company, but perhaps it's time to add a few more friends to your circle.
I am starting to see the appeal of human friends. It was nice to talk about my parents and Gran with someone, and share Highwing.
Does your Gran know that we found the Snidgets?
I couldn't hold it in any longer. I told her everything. She was livid that I'd been anywhere near the poachers, but she confessed that she was rather envious about the Snidgets.
I don't suppose you've heard anything from your parents, have you?
I haven't, but I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, we're the same, except we're not perfectly fine with that, because we don't know if we have parents.
It has all been a pleasure, Poppy. Do try and stay out of trouble.
Don't know that I can. We've taken on poachers twice now, successfully. I rather think you've helped me develop a taste for it. And with centaurs as allies, I might actually go looking for trouble.
Poppy, don't do that,
You and I
please.
should meet for a butterbeer soon. Perhaps Highwing can join us?
We should. Currently not tracking anything. Weasley's watchful eye. Oh. Harlow's last stand. He's going to be in a bit of a sticky situation considering we defeated his boss. Wait, it's snowy here? What? The castle showed spring. What is going on? Why is it snowing still?
I'm glad you came.
Sebastian, I received your owl. What's happened?
Ominis spoke with Anne about what happened with my Uncle Solomon. She believes I should pay for what I did, but she won't turn me in. She said the guilt I'll have to live with is punishment enough.
I'm so sorry, but I'm glad to know that you can at least try to move on now.
The thing is, I think I've lost my sister, my twin, forever. She refuses to even see me. I can't blame her. I couldn't really blame any of you if you gave up on me entirely. You all believed in me, and I let you all down.
Never say never. It might take a long time, but you know, she might come around.
Anne may just need some time. Surely one day she'll be able to forgive you.
I hope you're right. I realize I can't undo what's been done, but I can try every day to make up for it. I owe you and Ominous everything for standing by me.
Well, it wasn't easy. But I believe in you, Sebastian. I've had a sense about you since that first day in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Seems so long ago. Thank you. I have no idea what's to come, but I'm grateful for your friendship. I'm glad you came to Hogwarts.
So I am a bit surprised that Ranrock ended up being the main villain, because the game seemed to suggest to me that he was being controlled himself by the mystical magic. So I thought somebody like Fig or someone else was actually behind it all. Because I don't think we ever truly know how Ranrock initially found out about the hidden magic. Like, why do you go searching for it in the first place? I don't think we know that.
I'm not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
And he also had red eyes, which, again, seemed to suggest
there you are.
that he was actually under the control of the magic that we still don't really have a name for.
Faster! Slow down now. There we go.
But no, apparently, I guess he had those red eyes just because he was using that magic? But then how did he start using that magic? So many unanswered questions.
Are you ready to finish Harlow?
Yes.
I'm ready to finish Harlow once and for all. What is your plan?
I received an owl from Mrs. Bickle. She wondered if we were having any luck going after Harlow. Suggested we could gather evidence from a friend near Manor Cape.
But she warned us to stay out of it. Was rather adamant about it.
Precisely.
Harlow knows that we saved Archie, and that we rescued Mr. Rabe. The letter didn't come from Mrs. Bickle, did it?
I do not believe it did. Harlow intends to ambush us.
But now we have the upper hand. We can prepare.
We are stronger than Harlow, and he knows it. That's why he's resorting to this sort of trickery. We must go.
Agreed. Let's finish this.
Brilliant. Harlow's reign ends today.
Perhaps we ought to inform Officer Singer of our plans.
I already sent her an owl to let her know that we were following a lead given to us by Mrs. Bickle.
Are you concerned she might tell your mother?
Indeed she will, but so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. My mother needs to understand that I will not be safe from the Ashwinders until everyone is. I shall pursue them until they are finished, and I think she knows that. As do you.
And she was in a secret battle under Hogwarts, so...
Keep an eye out.
Oh.
Harlow is likely around here somewhere.
Well,
I
we've
sense
been here.
he is close.
Where is he?
I do not know. We
There,
should look
maybe?
around.
I'll make you wish you were back at
I'm gonna make you under my control. Take them out, Ashwinder Scout.
How dare you! Incendio!
Well, they take so much damage from my Crucio, I can't even use it to curse them all.
Let's see what you make of Expulso!
You're gonna use Inferi on me.
Incendio!
Imperio.
Expulso! Dagger!
Is there no more?
You're no puppet, Mark! What's your back? This will not end in your favour. Little Nat Sione, innit? And her excruciatingly loyal companion. You two have done quite a bit of damage to my business interests. But I must grudgingly give you some credit. What was once a mere annoyance has become remarkably problematic. Fortunately, I pride myself on my problem-solving skills.
Oh, you were Slytherin?
A shame.
So Slytherin versus Ravenclaw and Gryffindor. Yeah. Well, I'll use Slytherin tactics on you. I'm sorry. Powers are nothing compared to mine. How are you getting back up? Well, he's spending a life in Azkaban now.
Are you sure you are up for a visitor?
Yes, Mother. I feel fine, and it will do me good to see my friend.
Very well. But do not overdo it, Natsai.
I know, Mother.
Come on, Natty, stop playing on it. I wasn't in a wheelchair after I had Crucio cast on me.
It is good to see you, my friend.
I'm glad to see you're doing so well.
I am doing better than it appears. I am only here because my mother insisted, just to be safe. I was relieved when she told me that you were all right.
What on earth possessed you to do something like that?
I don't know, but what other choice did I have? You were in danger.
I'm sorry, Natty. It's my fault you got hurt.
What? No. Do not blame yourself for this. The moment that I saw Harlow aim his wand at you, well...
You did exactly what your dad did.
You did what came naturally.
I suppose it was instinct. Yes. I could not simply stand there and let you get hurt.
Then I shouldn't feel guilty?
Of course not. There was nothing that you... Oh my... I cannot believe that it took me this long to see it. He made a choice based on instinct. My father, you, my friend, are no more to blame for my injuries today than I am to blame for my father's sacrifice years ago.
From what I know of him, it seems there's a lot of your father in you.
That's very kind of you to say. I hope that you are right. This has all been a bit much, hasn't it? A battle here at Hogwarts, everything we have done to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot. But we have done it. Rookwood is dead, Harlow is on his way to Azkaban, and the rest of them are on the run. A few of the dregs will still be about, fighting for their lost cause. But Rookwood's enterprise has fallen apart.
Everything is safer now because of us. Because of you.
Thank you, but we make a formidable team. You, my fellow traveler, have enriched my time at Hogwarts beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you. I believe your friendship to be one of the most important in my life. Thank you for coming to visit me. It is always good to see you.
So, okay, of course, there's a secret that's kept in Hogwarts, so naturally everybody knows. Okay, do you have anyone else to talk to? Mrs. Weasley. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game. Just in case this is the actual final thing to do in the game. And the way they were talking suggests it might be based on the field guide progress. So we'll save just in case. Maybe I'll put a separate save all the way down the bottom. Just in case that is the one. Because then I'll know it's right at the bottom. It's clearer for me to understand. Otherwise I might just forget why that's there. What was that? Oh, I think it's the field guide switching off maybe? I don't know. Okay, Professor.
Professor Weasley, you wanted to see me?
I did. We haven't had a chance to speak since I know you were quite close with Professor Fig.
Hogwarts won't be the same without him.
No, it won't. But I can assure you that he would want us to press on, and that he would rest easy knowing that the future of the wizarding world is in hands like yours.
Thank you, Professor.
You've had quite a year, both inside and outside of Hogwarts. I've heard all sorts of rumors. You've ridden a graphorn, befriended a goblin, rescued hippogriffs, even helped Mr. Ollivander track down a family wand.
How did you...
It's harder to keep secrets around here than one might suspect. I'm just glad you found such a good friend in Miss Sweeting. It's nice to see her engaging more with her classmates. There have evidently been Snidget sightings in the area lately. If the centaurs are to be believed, 2 Hogwarts students are behind it.
I'm certain I don't know what...
No need to discuss it further. What I would like to discuss is your wizard's field guide. May I see it?
Of course. What do you think, Professor?
I think you've been busy this year. I see some progress here, but quite a bit of your field guide has yet to be completed. Fortunately, you do have some time to prepare for your OWLs. I will confess, I had a sense about you from that first moment you came bursting in, late, to the sorting ceremony. I am pleased to see that my instincts were correct. To think you've only been with us a year and you'll already be taking your OWLs, well, it's nothing short of astonishing.
Thank you, Professor, for everything.
You are most welcome. I look forward to seeing what you do during the rest of your time with us.
I should attend the end of year feast in the Great Hall. The end of year feast. Okay. So I think I was correct. So we're gonna backtrack. So we'll backtrack to there. Okay, yeah.
I've always said that travel...
Told Professor Weasley. Her watchful eye. Okay, so then
Mind.
I'm going to be running around finishing off the field guide. However, I'm a bit... I'm kind of confused in a way. Because there's supposed to be 2 more relationship side quests. Did I mess something up? Or are these 2 quests classed as side quests? The Wizarding Cup and that. Because we finished the main quests. So are these actually secret side quests? But they're using the icon for the main quest? Which seems wrong. Honestly. Yeah, and there's no other quests here. Okay, so yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off the side quests and then hand in this quest. So this will take me a very long time. Okay, so after doing this for a bit, I looked it up to see what the difference is and how much I needed to collect, because you have a bunch of collection chests, field guide pages, challenges, finishing off the Demiguise, the Merlin trials. And it turns out Professor Weasley doesn't change what she says one iota. So, yeah. I'm not going to bother then. I guess that's another thing that they intended to do but never finished.
Professor Weasley, you wanted to see me?
I did. We haven't had a chance to speak since I know you were quite close with Professor Fig.
Hogwarts won't be the same without him.
No, it won't. But I can assure you that he would want us to press on, and that he would rest easy knowing that the future of the wizarding world is in hands like yours.
Thank you, Professor.
You've had quite a year, both inside and outside of Hogwarts. I've heard all sorts of rumors. You've ridden a graphorn, befriended a goblin, rescued hippogriffs, even helped Mr. Ollivander track down a family wand.
How did you...
It's harder to keep secrets around here than one might suspect. I'm just glad you found such a good friend in Miss Sweeting. It's nice to see her engaging more with her classmates. There have evidently been Snidget sightings in the area lately. If the centaurs are to be believed, 2 Hogwarts students are behind it.
I'm certain I don't know what...
No need to discuss it further. What I would like to discuss is your wizard's field guide. May I see it?
Of course. What do you think, Professor?
I think you've been busy this year. I see some progress here, but quite a bit of your field guide has yet to be completed. Fortunately, you do have some time to prepare for your OWLs. I will confess, I had a sense about you from that first moment you came bursting in, late, to the sorting ceremony. I am pleased to see that my instincts were correct. To think you've only been with us a year and you'll already be taking your OWLs, well, it's nothing short of astonishing.
Thank you, Professor, for everything.
You are most welcome. I look forward to seeing what you do during the rest of your time with us.
It's a shame that they didn't make variations on that, based on how much you actually made progress. Are you okay, Professor? Yeah, that's a shame that they didn't do that, because she said, like, I made some progress, where I've done the majority of what, of the field guide stuff. So it is unfortunate that it doesn't account for that. Or account for Professor Weasley just losing it and walking into the bookshelf. Or maybe just plants and that making those noises. Okay, so we are going to the Great Hall. Yeah, I hope for the sequel they keep Natty, they keep Poppy, Sebastian, which will be hard. Problem is they've put themselves into a corner now because some people would have chosen to imprison Sebastian and others wouldn't have. So what are they
no,
Oh,
Sir Fitzroy, my toad! He's left me!
Teleported.
It's only a toad.
There he is!
Perhaps some explanation is in order.
It was only a toad
Nothing.
that found
If it
Professor
had been my
Weasley.
toad, it'd still...
One at a time,
It was only her
please.
toad, Professor. You telltale! It was not!
Levioso.
Oh, Fitzroy, you naughty boy. See, I told you.
Now in future, perhaps we can spend our time on more meaningful activities than causing a commotion. I wouldn't want to see you lose house points. Although, I will say, excellent toad, got a good spring to him.
Yeah, they've painted themselves into a corner of Sebastian. I don't know what they're going to do with him. Is he going, like, what's he going to do? He's 5th year, so he's still got 2 more years of Hogwarts. I guess he could transfer. I guess I could say he transferred somewhere. So maybe if we have a trio, it would be made up of us, Natty, and Poppy?
My fizzing whiz beer is still brewing. These things take time.
Why can I talk to you?
Wow, you turned out to be something of a hero, didn't
I
you?
wish there was something I could do to stand up to the headmaster.
So how many points did we get in the end? Oh, 0. Same with Slytherin, still 0. So looks like Hufflepuff won. What is the object inside? Wish we could zoom in. Are they little Hufflepuff? Oh no, the gems, aren't they? What is it? Slytherin have emeralds, Ravenclaw have sapphires, Gryffindor have rubies. What are these? Like bits of gold? What are they? Oh, I wish I could get closer. Stupid wooden things get in the way. Yeah, I don't know what they are. I don't know what they're made up of. Let's have a quick gander, shall we? Check up. Oh, Hufflepuff is supposed to be yellow diamonds. Oh, okay.
My family.
I mean, I could have brought along a real unicorn. Hogwarts. Is that her dad? Or was the person who killed her dad? Well, we're gonna fail because we didn't really attend any class.
This year, we have seen our students exemplify the bravery of Godric Gryffindor.
Boo!
Boo! Helga Hufflepuff. The wisdom of Rowena Ravenclaw. And
Yay! Woo!
of Salazar Slytherin. And so, the winner of this year's House Cup.
Excuse me, Headmaster, if I may. One particular student's heroism during the attack on Hogwarts, not to mention the level to which they have excelled in their coursework, as a new student, no less. Well, it would seem that it certainly merits, I'd say, 100 points to their house. Wouldn't you agree?
Ah, yes. Thank you, Professor Weasley.
Yes, in your face!
Suppose we have our winner.
Still time Ravenclaw got the Gryffindor treatment. No offense, Maddie. No being Gryffindor biased, at this Hogwarts. Yes, they did a really good job. The game's not perfect by any means, but I really enjoyed this, and I think this is a nice base to start off with. Hopefully, because of how well it's done, they will give them enough time to actually do what they want to do, because I feel like there's definitely studio interference going on here, right? From the publisher. Like, some of the features felt a bit shallow, and you had weird things like the fact that, well, Quidditch was cancelled. That sucks. But then you have like the ground mount introduced right at the end of the game, where you're not really going to use it. It's kind of pointless that it's even a mount. And you do it with one. You do it for one quest. And in the next game, hopefully, they'll actually show dynamically house points being added and lost. So that it's like really bad that Slytherin and Ravenclaw, their houses, they didn't seem to have a texture for their house points, so it looked like we didn't have any points for the entire game. But yet we won. We won the House Cup somehow. Yeah, the best quests in the game were the student quests. Quests with Natty and with Poppy and Sebastian. Like, they were the best things in the game. It's a bit of an omission that there was no Ravenclaw student that we did quests with. So I think it's lucky that I chose to be Ravenclaw, because otherwise it would feel really weird that there was like no Ravenclaws in the story. Yeah, it's a bit weird that the first two trials felt really generic, but then the last two were a lot better, even though the last one was so short with like just a little ride with the beast. And the fact that you didn't really have proper classes. You definitely didn't feel like a student in Hogwarts. And I think that's a real shame. Because, like, if you're in Hogwarts, that's what you should be doing? They definitely need to take a leaf from, like, Persona in the next one. Because it just felt like you were an aura running around killing dark wizards. But you're also going to Hogwarts? Into the building, not really actually attending Hogwarts, but you were there. But well, hopefully they can iron out these kind of things for the next game. Like visually, I don't think you need to touch any of the visuals really. I guess you'd be adding more locations perhaps. But should they? Maybe at the beginning? Have a little bit before you go to Hogwarts, perhaps? For next year? But I don't know where you could go with this. Now, with the characters. Because we're now the protector of the magic, I guess. Someone will be trying to get... Will be trying to tap into the magic again? How the information will leak out, I don't know. And if there is another game, if this is going to be a trilogy, I guess we somehow either release it in a safe way, the magic at the end, or we destroy it. Because there's no way when Harry's running around that there's still that magical repository at the bottom of Hogwarts with no guardian looking after it. So I'm not sure how they're going to work that out. Like, if there's no mention of it next time, there's going to be a bit of a... Would it be a plot hole? I guess it... Not necessarily, because if nobody knows about it, then there'd be no one looking for it. You'd still be the guardian of it. But what do you do during the holidays? We still don't have a family. Why aren't we on our way... Like, if this was the end, why aren't we travelling on the... I kind of hoped that we would get to see the Hogwarts Express at the very end of the game. Us travelling home. Do we even have a home? What happened to us during Christmas? These are also things they need to flesh out. Again, take inspiration from, like, Persona. Because they have some holidays. They have holidays in general when they're not at school. So kind of learn from that. It's almost like they were told from the higher ups that going to school's boring. But then why did you set it at Hogwarts? We might as well have just been Aurors running around the Wizarding World. But they probably wouldn't like that either, because like Hogwarts is like the main iconic location from Harry Potter. I mean, you could make Diagon Alley, but it's going to be much more harder to recognize Diagon Alley than Hogwarts. Because even Hogsmeade, like, I'd see kind of places I'd recognize, but nothing that stands out as much as the castle. Especially for, like, more casual fans. So yeah, I don't know where they're going to go with this. I'm hoping more down the bully Persona schooling route. But as this also, like, yeah, I don't know, maybe they'd think, oh, this did well. Must mean they love combat. So let's skip even more away from the classes. That would be a big mistake in my opinion. Well, I'm sure I could probably think of more things that I probably didn't like. I guess the shallowness of the room of requirement. I don't think there was much with it. It looked nice and you could do stuff with it. You could like play around with it. I guess it's almost like Hogwarts Barbie in that regard. You get to run around dressing up a location, kind of like the Sims, I guess, in a way. Dressing up a location and then like adding in your creatures. Though I felt like the forest area is the one I could really customize because the others had too much features by themselves. And like you didn't really have a swamp variation. Like if you went in and the building blocks you had were stylized per location, then I'd probably be more interested in changing it. Because the trees all look the same and the stone blocks you could put down looked all the same whether it was in a forest, the seaside, or in a marsh. Or, well, I suppose the forest and the highlands were basically the same. So that wasn't too much of an issue, but yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this. And hopefully you enjoyed playing this game too. Well, thank you for watching again, and bye for now. And I'll be playing lots more games, as always. Yeah, so overall, I enjoyed it. It wasn't perfect. I think art direction was fantastic. They really nailed it. And I like the seasons, even though we only really experienced, I guess, the end of summer, going into autumn, and then winter. We didn't really even have a full school year, because it ended. There's so many gaps, but unexplained gaps. Damn it, they're not going on about things that I think could be improved again. Like, there was no mention of the weird gaps we had and what we were doing during those times. I guess you're supposed to, they want you to fill it in that you've actually been doing schoolwork. Even though there's no indication of that at all. And we don't seem to have a family. No one sent us owls. No one sent us anything. Like, couldn't we have had a little Christmas scene in our common room with some of the other students that stayed over Christmas? And had a present being opened from our family members? I suppose they wanted us to have a blank slate, but it was, for me as personally, I think it was too much of a blank slate. Maybe they should have given you a choice at the start of the game to choose who your parents were. Like, were you an orphan? Do you have parents? What variation of parents do you have? Like, do you have mother and father? Do you have two fathers? Do you have two mothers? Are they pure blood? Are they mixed blood? Like, what? A witch? Or wizard with a muggle? Or were they completely muggle born like Hermione? That would have been nice to have. Oh well, I'm going now for real. Can we fast forward this? Skip.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
My parents visited the school once. All I can say is thank Merlin it's against school policy to let them in the common room.
People are always fussing about in my common room. Someone was trying to come up with some sort of pepper hex the other day.
I'm avoiding our common room today. Ronan's testing on Accio and students are summoning objects right and left. Nearly lost an eye to a rogue quill.
Someone's parents sent homemade cauldron cakes, and they shared them in the common room. Think they mistook salt for sugar, mind you. Half-eaten cakes everywhere for days they were.
It's no wonder Ravenclaws are so clever, though, isn't it? Having to solve things every time you want to go into the common room. Bit much, I'd say.
That poor first year trying to get into the Gryffindor common room. I swear the fat lady was having them on. Poor thing had to wait till next day.
My older brother used to terrorize me with a fanged geranium.
Going to harvest some knotgrass from the greenhouses today. Did you know that it's used in polyjuice potion? Think it has something to do with being tied to another person.
Never seen devil snare in the wild. Would be terrifying to encounter, I'd think. I'm happy to read about it, mind.
I need to get some dragonhide gloves for herbology. I refuse to handle Chinese chomping cabbages with bare hands.
It's not the written exam that worries me with herbology, it's the practical.
Any of you know where I can find some leaping toadstools?
As a Muggleborn, I never expected to come face to face with a man-eating cabbage.
I took my copy of 1000 Magical Herbs and Fungi to herbology, and I left it in the greenhouse by the mandrake seedlings. Sharp was horrified I didn't have it for his class. Said I need to get my priorities straight.
How are there so many lectures in herbology?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.